Hi everyone, we're going to do our seed chat tonight. All our seeds have come, which is brilliant. So we're just going to run through what we've got and what we're going to grow next season. And Tom's a bit annoyed with me because I've just been watching Strictly and I've made him wait 2 hours to do this. So.
2 hours to record this.
Yeah, so he's not very happy with me.
Anyway, cue the intro sequence. And then we'll put the title. Anyway, 2 hours later, let's have a look at the seeds. Right, so here's our box. Now, before we start, I suppose you guys probably want to know where our seeds are from.
Yes,
I'm guessing.
yeah.
So they're from a company called King Seeds. Now, the actual, we've ordered a lot, and the total cost of this should be £123.64. But because our allotment community is so nice, and we have a chap up there who has a discount for most people at the site, it was half price, so it worked out at £61.82.
Which is really good actually, and it's a lot of work to do to, you know, collect the seed money and everything and do the seed order for what, how many plots are we? 150 some odd plot?
Over 250 now.
Is it over 200? Yeah, because they cut them in half, didn't they?
But it doesn't do it for everyone. Obviously, I think it's only like people that are in the know.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's brilliant really, and we've saved a lot of money from doing it this way.
Yeah. So some of the seeds are left over from last year. Some of them we've had to order in from other places because Kings don't do certain seeds that we're after. But yeah, let's have a look. So this is mine and Han's stack, and that's yours.
Oh, thank you.
So do you want to go through yours first?
Yeah, okay.
Put mine there.
So because we've sort of swapped over for this year, you know, to keep the ground good and so on, not cross-contaminate. So I'm growing things, a lot of things that you grew last year, and you're growing a lot of things that we grew.
Also some new things, like Tilly's trying things that she's not done before. I mean, Tilly, just so you guys know, if you're new to the channel, you've had your allotment for like 10 years, I think. Yeah. Han and I have had ours for, well, it'll be the first half plot we had in May 2023. And the second half of our plot we got in February 2024 this year. Have a look at the previous video where we discussed what we were growing and where we were putting things. And I will put up pictures of the plants, not that we've grown obviously, but I'll put up pictures of the plants when they're fully grown so you can get an idea of what they look like as well. Cauliflower?
Yeah, Romanesco. I've not ever grown this one before, this variety. Ordinary cauliflower.
I don't know if that is. Hang on, that's
Sunset.
Sunset. I think it's like got an orangey, it looks quite orange.
Does it?
Yeah.
I've never grown cauliflower successfully, and it's about time to give it a try. So
yeah, in your 10 years, you've never grown cauliflower in 10 years?
No, well, it's quite hard to grow, and the chap on the plot next to me, he offered me a few cauliflower plants, and so I gratefully took them, but they didn't come to anything really. Yeah. But so I'm just going to give them a go.
So they're going in the I think one of the raised beds that I'll be building.
Yes, yeah, because there's 3 raised beds, aren't there, that you'll be building?
Or 2, and then you've got like your fruit, gooseberries and rhubarb, I think as well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So this one, actually, is this one yours? It's courgette.
You're doing courgettes, aren't you?
Oh, maybe I am then. That one. I've not grown this variety before. Bev, our neighbour, has grown these. And
so it's summer sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost looks like a melon.
They come quite recommended actually. I've known a few people that have grown them and said that they're really tasty.
Yeah.
And then there's the basic courgette. I mean, the courgettes really are traditionally the plant that keeps on giving, because once they start growing, they grow and grow.
I think that variety is Astia. So yeah, there's 2 of those. There will be some kind of gaps along the way, because there are some seeds that we wanted to get hold of, but Kings didn't do them. So we will buy them from other online retailers. So there may be some gaps of, you know, bits missing on the plan or whatever. But yeah, we'll get hold of those, won't we?
Cape gooseberry. This is a new one to me, well, to all of us really this year. And I had a look online, and lots of people grow them in this country up against like a fence or something. Right, cabbage, greyhound. I've grown this one before and it's been quite successful because they really are nice, these cabbages.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you have tried them, but they really are nice. They're really expensive in the shops actually. And they do grow quickly. That's why they're called greyhound, I guess.
Because they're quick and they speed along.
Yeah. So, and they're really nice.
And then you've got, what's that, Savoy?
Savoy, I've got that because that's Nick's favourite cabbage. And they're more of a green, sort of like you would imagine the traditional cabbage to be, with great big greens on the outside and a big heart in the middle. They're traditional cabbage, traditional Sunday lunch cabbage really. And they're lovely, especially with mint sauce. They're really nice. Swede. Now you grew that, didn't you, this year? Yeah,
so we had 2 crops of swede. The first one was more successful than the second. Tilly's gone for a variety called tweed, so Swede tweed, and apparently it's a good all-rounder, you know, defense against like club root, and yeah, I was just reading that off the packet. There are no mooli seeds because we still have them left over from last year, so Tilly's going to be using those, and those are going in that square raised bed that I built for you, aren't they?
Oh yes, they are. Yeah.
Not as many because we're just not really getting through them, to be honest, are we?
No, I'm not a great fan of mooli, although they were on the BBC MasterChef a few weeks ago, and they cooked them a bit differently on there, and they actually fried them.
Well, you tried it, didn't you?
Yeah.
They were really nice.
In the air fryer, and they were a lot better.
You just got to season it. Make sure you season it with mooli.
Yeah. So the famous golden beetroot.
Oh, I just love beets so much.
They are
Especially the
really
golden
nice,
ones.
actually, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're really nice.
So you got 2 packets, and that's Boldor, because I'm sure there's other varieties of golden beets. Let us know in the comments if you know other varieties, but this seems to be the one that a lot of people sell. Hannah and I have grown it on our plot for the last 2 years, and yeah, we love it. So.
Yeah, so it's time to swap plots really with them now.
Yeah.
Where are we growing these? Can you remember?
You are doing those next to the chicken.
Oh, that's right, yeah. And actually I've started to put some chicken manure on there already, because I know chicken manure is really concentrated, and if you put in things too early, then you know it's going to just burn them, because it's a really strong manure. But if you just put it on your plot and let it overwinter on there, by the time you come to plant in the spring, it's going to be perfect really.
Yeah, it's got time to age, hasn't it?
Yeah, so I've been starting to do that already.
Yeah. And you've also got the normal red beets, so
Bolt Hardy.
So we love Detroit number 2, a red beet. We grew that this year. It was really nice, but we thought, well, let's go with Bolt Hardy. It's something different, you know, you've got to try things.
Yeah.
Another thing to kind of mention now is obviously we grow veg to feed a family of 5, plus maybe to give to like friends and people. So we generally grow things that we want to eat. We're not just like growing stuff for the sake of growing it. And I know it's good to try different things, but we are growing to actually feed a family. It's not just you know, growing for the sake of it.
Yeah. And you know, we do look around as well and look at the prices of things that we grow in the supermarkets, and they're just like half the size, aren't they?
Yeah, the parsnips are like pencils.
Yeah.
But yours are like, oh.
I know. Yeah, ours are huge, aren't they?
Well, you've always been good at growing parsnips.
Yeah, and it's because normally I have to have about 2 or 3 sowings.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if they don't grow to begin with, just in the spaces that you've got, just carry on and persist with them for a couple of months, because you've got plenty of time if you start off early enough.
So you've got White Lady and Firestorm.
Yeah, I've not tried Firestorm before, but I have tried White Lady.
Now they're both stringless as well, which is good because I really do not like stringy beans.
No.
That's like just my thing. I don't like them at all whatsoever.
I think you need, when they start growing and they start podding, you need to start picking them pretty quickly, because once if you don't pick them until they get more than about that big, then they start getting a bit woody. So, you know, and the more you pick, the more you'll get. So I think I'll probably do 2 of those, 2 compost bins of those in tripods. Because actually Nick and I are the only ones that really like melon beans, aren't we?
I don't mind them if they haven't got strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try that.
So yeah, and also because there's so many, like Tilly was saying, we were going to do 3 sisters. We've been advised not to do it. We're going to stick with 2 of the 3 sisters. We'll get onto that later. But we can always put some in on our plot if we've got space as well.
Yeah.
So, and what's the last one that you've got? So this is a viewer suggested seed.
Yeah,
so,
this is kohlrabi. I've never grown it before. I don't even know what it tastes like, do you?
no, I've never tried it.
I think I've got a small raised bed, which is about, 4.5 foot square?
Yeah.
I thought I might try some in there just to begin with, to see what they're like, because I'd be quite interested. I mean, they look a bit like sort of massive beetroot, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, yeah. But this, like I say, this was a viewer suggested one. Tilly had a spare area to grow things, and you've gone with that, haven't you?
Yeah.
We'll just see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's because we've grown quite a few herbs as well. I don't think we've got any herb packets here, have we?
Right, so all of our herbs are ongoing, so we've got most of the herbs that we want already, so we don't really need to start. I think the only thing we've got is some coriander seeds, because we get through so much coriander, don't we?
And parsley as well.
Yeah, we make a lot of curries. So we don't really need to start any herbs off, to be honest. But
no.
Yeah, well, that's all of like Tilly's main stuff, except for the Java potatoes.
Oh yeah.
So obviously they're on back order. They'll be delivered in the next month or so. Hannah and I aren't doing potatoes next year, so Tilly's doing the potatoes, just main crop. And Java are supposed to get really big.
They are, yeah, they are supposed to, really.
We actually saw one that our seed guy grew, and he was like,
huge.
Yeah, grow them. And you lot love jacket potatoes, don't you? So.
We do. Hannah and I especially do. Yeah, we have them, you know, probably 3 times a week. So that will be good to grow big ones. And
this year was a really bad year for potatoes. For most people, by the look of it as well.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it?
No. Anyway, well, that's all of Tilly's stuff. Let's have a look at what me and Hannah are growing next year. Right, so here's mine and Hannah's. Oh, also, Christmas tree.
Oh, the lights have gone out.
Oh no, they've gone out. Why have they gone out?
Oh, because it's on timer. You need to put them on again.
Well, that's not good for a video. Where's the timer? So yeah, our austere Christmas. So all of those decorations were handmade, weren't they?
They were, yeah. Hannah, Flo and myself, last Sunday, we thought, oh, we'll have a go at making some sort of Victorian-y style decorations.
Let's start off with pumpkins. So we are dedicating an entire patch to pumpkins next year on mine and Hannah's plot. So we had the beets in that plot this year, and as most of you guys know, so we are doing the warty goblin, this I had to source online because Kings didn't do it. So we've got the water goblin and we have the zombie pumpkin.
Rather than the 3 sisters, you're doing the 2 sisters, aren't you?
Well, we're doing squashes. So these are separate.
Squashes and corn, aren't you? On the same block.
So this is completely different. So we're just doing a whole pumpkin patch, like a massive pumpkin patch with these guys in. So we were going to do 3 sisters. So we were going to have squash, corn and runner beans. But people kind of said, you know, it doesn't work so well in the UK. Some people have said they've had like success with it. So I don't know, it's hit and miss. But we don't really want to take any chances. So we are just going to go with 2 of the 3 sisters. So the 2 sisters. So we're going with the sweet corn, which is incredible F1.
They are delicious, aren't they?
You've grown them how many years now?
Oh gosh, quite a few years since I've been there. Actually one of your neighbours recommended them to me and I had trouble pollinating some. So he gave me, the first year I grew them, he actually gave me some that he'd started off himself and they were so nice. So we actually carried on growing them from there on in because they are
really nice. So 50 seeds in a pack. So we've got roughly about 100 seeds. We're looking at doing 4 squares. So we're going to do rows of 4. So 4 across, 4 down. So we should have more than enough to obviously some won't germinate, but we got heat mats and all sorts. So we are really
going for it.
Yeah, we're going for it next year. The squash variety. So we're going to have the sweet corn and we're going to let the squash grow beneath the sweet corn. And we are going with Butternut Hunter. And you said that's good.
I've always grown these and I find that they're really good. Once you get them started off and they're growing, they're a really prolific crop and they're so easy to grow. They store well and they can get really big. I mean, I only had a couple of plants this year because of the chickens coming in. But they were like that, weren't they? They were really big squash themselves. So once you actually get them started off and growing, they're away and they're very, very good.
Have a look back through some of the older videos on the channel. I think there's like a YouTube short that we did as well.
Yeah.
With Tilly's squash harvest.
There were loads of them, weren't there?
2022, I think.
Yeah, might have even been more than that.
Yeah, there were loads, so many. But you know, we might also get some Crown Prince and chuck them in.
Crown Prince, yeah, I like them. They're really nice.
Little secret crops, who knows?
Yeah, they're quite nice and meaty and that, really nice.
Han wanted to grow a lot of edible flowers this year. We also want to kind of like companion plant with a few things. Han would be here to talk about her flowers, but she is out at a early New Year's Eve party. It's only it's the 14th of December. Yeah, so she's out with her friends at a party, so I will go through this. We don't have everything at the moment, but at the moment we have is it Tasso mixed, Bellis perennis.
Oh, daisy type things.
Yeah, and Calendula art shades mixed.
Yeah, they're good. You can make cream and all sorts, hand cream, and actually it's really good for nappy rash apparently as well. You can make all sorts with that.
And I know there are some more edible flowers that Han wants to get, but they didn't have them in King's Seed, so we're going to source those through other means, I think. And then we have, okay, so marigold. Now these in the polytunnel, we are going to really go to town with like companion planting to kind of like naturally get rid of pests and things. So this is Disco Mixed. Now this is a French variety. So these are the ones that will deal with pests. So you could, it's only, I think, the French varieties, isn't it? So another polytunnel favorite. I say favorite, I want to try this. One of our neighbors gave us one to try. It was really nice. So the Crystal Lemon Cucumber. And we will do regular cucumbers. I just haven't got the seeds yet, but these were really nice.
Yeah, I've never grown those.
Yeah. Move outside of the polytunnel, we'll go on to leeks. So you've always done amazing leeks.
Yes, yeah.
And it's our turn.
We really like leeks. It's always nearly every Saturday some sort of leek and potato soup or leek this, leek
Squash
that.
soup.
Yeah.
Tilly makes the best squash soup.
Yeah, it's all throughout the winter.
I dare you to make a better squash soup than Tilly. You can't. We'll do a cookout video actually.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
But anyway, back to leeks. So we have the Musselburgh leek. And we also, on back order, we have ordered it, but it's not turned up yet. We have Mammoth Pot, which is like a big like competition leek. So we're not growing for competitions. We don't care about competitions, things like that. We grow to feed people. But they're on back order, so we'll. I just hope we can do you proud.
Yeah, hopefully.
So the parsnips, Gladiator F1.
Those are the ones I've always used, and there's always been really good results from them. They're really nice, and the ones we've got at the moment that have grown are massive, aren't they?
They're big. Yeah, I've got some pictures of Tilly with her parsnips, so I'll see if I can put that in. Okay, so going back to the polytunnel, so tomatoes, Honeycomb F1. Han really wanted to grow these. Some of our friends grew these and they're really nice, really sweet. They're like a cherry tomato. So the other variety we're growing in the polytunnel, and this is a viewer suggestion. So if you suggested this, give us a thumbs up or say hi in the comments. Brandywine Pink. And they're a beefsteak variety.
I've never grown those. Brandywine, that's a bit hobbity, isn't it?
It is, and you know us, we love our Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, so Brandywine River, whatever it is. But yeah, they're like a pinky beefsteak tomato. Apparently they're an heirloom variety and they could be quite hard to grow, but give it a shot.
I would give it a shot, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hanging basket tomatoes, we're going for Akayoa F1s this year.
That's a new variety, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not doing as many because we had, I think, 9 micro cherry hanging baskets this year, but we're not doing as many because
we've still got them in the freezer loads, haven't we?
Yeah,
that we're going to use for soup and stuff.
It was too much. So the cold frame, which has been destroyed by birds and the storm, but we will be fixing soon. We're growing melons in there, and we are going with Sugar Baby.
That was a viewer's suggestion, wasn't it?
I think it might have been.
Yeah,
yes.
I think it's a viewer that lives abroad somewhere.
Possibly.
Might have been America actually.
But we're
she suggested those.
We'll go with those, Sugar Baby. And also we are going for the Malaga F1 again, which we grew this year. We only got 1 melon. I think that was down to like pollination issues.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's the melons we're growing. So to go alongside the tomatoes in the polytunnel, we're doing basil in the ground this year rather than in pots. So we've got holy basil, and they grow this in outside temples in Thailand.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's quite like a...
Was that why it's called holy basil?
Yeah, holy basil.
I didn't know that.
But yeah, it's kind of like, your regular sort of basil, but...
holy.
But holy. Yeah, I like the sound of it. And we also have purple basil. So I got 2 of these from a local garden centre, like already about that high. They didn't last long, but they have like a very strong taste to them. It's very nice because, we have like sliced mozzarella, beef tomatoes, brandywine tomatoes. All of those things would be really nice.
Yeah.
And also it's great for pests. So you'll have like your basil, the marigolds in there as well. So we're looking at doing the marigolds at the back of the polytunnel. So you'll have like the polytunnel cover here. So the outer shell of the polytunnel. You'll have marigolds. Then you'll have your tomato plants growing up through, and then the basil at the front, so you can pick it easily. If you put the marigolds at the front and the basil at the back, it's really hard to reach through.
Yeah.
So that's the theory on that, and we'll see how it goes. Outside of Tor's paddock, his new paddock, we're going with the snap peas again, And we have the, I think, Nairobi variety.
They were so nice last year, weren't they? You had loads, actually.
We did Monge 2 this year as well, but the Monge 2 weren't as popular as the actual Sugar Snap.
Yeah, they were so nice. And you had loads and loads, to be honest.
Yeah, just to eat them off the vine or with a stir fry.
Even Flo liked those, didn't she?
Yeah, Flo liked those. And then moving on to the peppers. I just love peppers and chili so much.
I know you do.
And they're really fun to grow. So we obviously have the overwinter crops on the go. So the Thor doing well. Someone did suggest a supplier for Thor F1 seeds, and I will grab a packet of those just in case. But Han really wanted to grow like, you know, regular like bell peppers. So we're going with the Fiesta F1, which is a yellow pepper. And then we also have the Delirio F1. So we kind of figured there's no point growing green peppers, because if you want a green pepper, pick it before it's ripened.
Yeah.
And then we move on to the best bit, my favourite things to grow. Again, obviously we've got the overwinter Cuban Black. One of the Fiery Flames is doing really well. We did manage to source a packet of Fiery Flames just in case, and we'll grow those just to be sure. Love those, really nice. We have, now these aren't actually hot, but they're called Bishop's Crown. And you can just have them on almost like you would have, say, like cherry tomatoes on a salad. They're really small, really decorative.
Talking about these things, I have got a really nice recipe. It's so easy for a sweet pepper like sauce thing, haven't I? The pepper chili sauce.
And your jam. So Tilly's got a really nice chili jam recipe. That's a members only video. If you want to have a look at that, join up as a channel member.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, much better than the stuff that you buy, and so easy to make.
Yeah. And the last one is Machu Picchu chilies. Now these aren't overly hot, because this year we're not going for like, you know, kick-ass hotness to blow your socks off. We want flavour.
Yeah.
And apparently these are fairly mild, but they have flavour to them. And I think the deal breaker was the name Machu Picchu, because Han has actually been to Machu Picchu, and
yeah, she has.
Yeah.
Disco in the rainforest, apparently.
Yeah.
When she went there. So.
Full moon party or something.
Yeah.
So I mean that's it. That's our seed haul. We also have various, I know you're going to ask about like what lettuces are you growing, you know, greens, things like that. We've still got loads left, haven't we?
Yeah, and one of our favourite actually is the wasabi rocket.
Yeah.
That's really nice. We all like that one. And
we have 2 packets of that somewhere.
Yeah, there are. I haven't
are.
got them. I don't know.
They're probably in the other box.
Yeah. And they're quite nice to grow, because then you can cut them and they come again. I think they come again 3 times before you need to reseed. But they are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're quite hot, but they're really pep up a salad.
And I think what we'll do as well is just kind of like fit in things along the way, you know, other crops, you know, other seeds and things that we just think,
Spring onions.
That'll grow.
We grow quite a few of those actually, because Flo loves spring onions, doesn't she?
We did a lot of ours in pots this year, and they're really good.
Cucumbers. Have we got cucumbers? Apart from the cucumber melon,
we've got the lemon one. But yeah, we'll get some more cucumber seeds. We'll do those in our polytunnel. And yeah, that's a good point actually. Cucamelons. We've got the bulbs. I can't remember what you call them, but they're currently overwintering. Tubers. That's it. Cucamelon tubers, and they're overwintering in our shed at the moment. So we're hoping to be able to put those in the ground. In the spring, and we'll get a like bumper cucumber.
They were really nice last year, weren't they?
Yeah, everyone liked them.
Even Flo likes them.
Yeah, just eat them like sweets. Yeah.
And nice sliced up in salads.
Yeah. So please like the video if you enjoyed it. I know it's a bit long and a lot of people have short attention spans and can only watch things for like 3 minutes, but thank you if you did watch the whole thing.
And share.
Yeah, and leave a comment because we like reading your comments and responding to them. We reply to every comment.
They're so nice, people are lovely actually, all over the world. They're so nice. It's really interesting to hear what people are doing at this time of year halfway across the world, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. But yeah, leave a comment. We've only ever had one troll comment, and if you want to read about that, or actually have a look at our members only vlog, because me and Han had a chat about that. That was dealt with.
Well, I think lots of vloggers get this, don't they? But,
yeah, we've been quite lucky, to be fair.
Yeah, and you know, well, don't watch us. If you don't like us, well, just don't watch us. That's easy, isn't it?
Anyway.
Yeah, so
see you in the next one.
See you in the next one, folks. Bye. Happy Christmas.
Yeah, happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, Alf. Oh.